Hi guys, Jake and Marissa back again for more live reactions to Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas weekend, or Happy Holidays, whatever you may or may not have been celebrating. I hope you enjoyed it, or enjoyed the lack thereof, if so.
Hope you've been doing well since last we saw you.
Hope you're doing good. We had a pretty nice low-key weekend.
Nice Christmas yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't travel this time since my family
moved all the way to Florida.
Yeah.
And mine lives right here in town.
So we had a nice Christmas Eve at home, and then a little Christmas dinner with your parents.
We played a really fun card game.
Yeah, Phase 10, by the makers of Uno. It
was actually really cool.
Yeah. And yeah, we did some gift exchange, which included Marissa's gift to me, which was Kyuranger. Now wait, you may have noticed something a little off here. Wait. There, we got green, we got yellow, we got blue, we have a light blue. Where'd that light blue come from? Oh, what is this? Ryuteo, how are you doing, good sir?
How did this get here?
This was sent by our good friend Simeon Scott, the Vacuuminator.
When I saw the second package come in, also from a Japanese importer, and also with the same...
It was like the same size
box. I was like, oh no, that got him the same thing I got him. So I had Jake open mine first, just in case.
Yeah.
But then, when he opened the other one, and it turned out to be Ryuteo, it was so perfect.
Hey! They go together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, so I've been having fun with mixing and matching. As you can see right now, I got the Team Stinger combo there with Stinger and Champ. With little Kotaro here on the
bottom. This Champ came with this.
This little
tiny bear on a unicycle.
Tiny bear on a unicycle. So this is pretty great. And like it's because I have been disappointed with American Zords for a while now. So it's nice to have.
They're all looking at the back now.
I'm sorry, I turned them to face me. I'll turn them to face you. You're the special people out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, much more solid construction than what we've been getting here in America lately.
Looks like Vac and I both have the same idea, since this is going to be the next Power Rangers, and the Power Rangers toys aren't quite as good. We got them in from Bandai Japan.
And I also finally realized how it is that these things actually lock in, which was something that hadn't actually occurred to me. It's little number things. They've got the little tabs on the side of the numbers, and that's how they click in. I didn't realize that was the main clicker thing. That and a little bit at the top.
Also, the Q-Tamas come off of them.
Yeah, of course. So I've gone from no Q-Tamas to 8 Q-Tamas in a day.
Yep, and one more is still in the mail.
That's right.
Because I also got, it was very late Hanukkah present, but I wanted to get him a small present for Hanukkah as well. So, Raptor's Voyager is on the way.
Yeah, Washi Voyager.
Washi Voyager.
So
then you'll have everyone but Naga and Bounce and Tsurugi.
And Tsurugi, yeah. Tsurugi. So those can be maybe on the wish list for later down the line.
Yeah, like your birthday.
Yeah, it's good to save up stuff. But no, these are great. You should have
an actual wish list.
Yeah, probably should. But thank you again to Vac.
Thank you, Vac.
It was
awesome.
He's been a big supporter of the channel, and he was my assistant editor for a little while there. So if you guys ever want to check out his YouTube channel,
yeah, he's the Vacuuminator.
He's the Vacuuminator. It's like combo Terminator vacuum. In case you're wondering spelling, I think we can include a link to his channel.
Yeah, I think he might also be one of the featured channels on our channel, along with Azzy and Seamus.
I don't know.
If he's not, I'll make sure he is.
I always focus on just the uploading of videos, so I forget about like other things like that.
Yeah, that's.
Thank you.
I spend all my time doing that.
All right. Well, anyway, so we should. So we got these guys to join us now. For today's episode, and we should probably dive right into that.
Yes, let's get into that, especially since we have less than an hour on the camera.
Yeah. So, let's see here. So here we've got episode 43 of Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. Alright, Lucky, sworn on the holy night. What?
Silent night. Oh.
Magical sound.
He really wants to destroy the universe.
Yep.
Why he wants to destroy the universe he lives in is beyond me.
Maybe he's aware of another one. Hey, final battle. Oh, and now they're just dabbing right into it. There we go.
Did you say dabbing right into it?
That is not what I said. No, I forget what I said. Diving right into it.
Oh, okay.
I might have said some combination of diving and jumping that came out as dabbing. I don't know.
Ooh.
That's an interesting punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Let's morph.
Let's say that change.
Stop changing.
Nice.
Well, if it was going to freeze anywhere.
At least it freezes on a nice little snapshot there.
That is a gorgeous still shot there of everybody standing in front of, like, a space explosion.
You'd think by now I would remember.
That it always freezes, like, 15 seconds in.
Yeah. I swear it gets earlier each time. There we go. There we go. Alright. Sorry we had to replay the first minute again. I'm really bad at this.
Now Lucky's gonna do that really weird punch into an endeavor again.
Yeah. Like, it's just a horrible, that's just kind of a horrible punch. His sort of dive punch there. Just the way he landed, I'm like, that feels like that would just jam up your elbow. Maybe your shoulder. There we go, saves the change. Hey. So right now we're missing, Tsurugi and, Shorampo.
What is on balance?
Oh, the black hole generator. Or did I just put down... I just took out the Shishi Kyutama and then it happened. Okay, let's see what's happening here with
right there.
Danarmage. Wait, oh, there it is.
Soon the universe will be erased.
Nothing left in its wake.
And why would you want that?
I think he wants to make a new one. That's all him, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. Unless he has a way of escaping to another one or making a new one, destroying everything is just a bad idea.
Oh, hey, Voyager. Oh, and there's Raptor, too. Okay, so she's taking care of Orion Battler while he's taking care of, while he's doing Ryu Voyager. So that's what they're up to. Oh, and here comes Papa Aslan again.
Papa Aslan.
I mean, it's good to have I know this is only like his third episode as a villain, but it is good to have, you know, a general type for characters to fight now that the Vice Shoguns have been defeated a few times over. Supreme Kyutama. What's up? Super State, say the change. Okay, here we go. That's fine. He's immortal. So once it's gone.
Okay, he's gonna recreate it.
Okay, and he apparently can survive it.
The universe will be gone, which means all your bodies will be gone.
So what's the plan here? What? His voice just got weird. His true form. Oh.
6 wings!
Holy moly. Okay. Interesting. Is he an angel or just looks like one, or what's going on here?
6 wings is a very specific kind of angel.
It's a seraphim, right?
Yes, it is.
We gotta crack open that mask. I think they're gonna cut to the opening song soon. I would imagine.
Okay, it's okay. I used a new tab.
Okay.
It's a seraph.
Oh, what's Garu pulling off? Some Gemini. Here we go. We're getting some good Kyutama use out of this fight, I think. There's some major. Do you have room for that? You barely have room for that. Nice. Really solar mode. Seems like a step down from Supreme. You were already Shishi Red Orion. Like, it's kind of your most powerful thing. So they just found Tsurugi, apparently.
They're the angels of purification. Might be trying to purify the universe by destroying it.
Probably. Okay, so he does not want to talk about what he just saw.
6 wings.
Yeah. Oh, like maybe we're just not getting opening credits this episode, because that looked like
Also
that just
possible.
cut in from a commercial.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's just like, I mean, you know the whole thing with me and my friend and our gaming project that is actually heavily revolving around 6 winged seraph.
Oh, right. That's why it's called Seraph. Makes sense.
6 wings?
That's actually one of the things you never really bring up about it.
Well, it's not spelled the same, it's S.
Yeah, I know. It's all been leading up to him being able to save his dad.
Ooh.
Kick to the face. What are the others up to right now?
I want to know what the others that were with him are up to right now.
Yeah, exactly. What? Just what?
Kyutama?
Did they really get...
He did. He stabbed him directly in the Kyutama.
Interesting. Or is that a... Okay. Apparently the Kyutama is doing a crazy thing?
That's kind of like those stories you hear about somebody being shot directly in the pocket watch.
Yeah, I know. There we go. He's got the
mask off again.
He got the mask off.
Now the whole helmet came off.
Well, that looks good. You've managed to do that without hurting his father, it looks like. Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. How's he? Hey, there we go. Hey. There we go. Is he okay? That seemed to work pretty well. Oop. Hey, make him a taco. Tacos.
Oh no.
Swooshy swoosh.
She just kidnapped Lucky.
No, I don't know. That was just Donamage rapping.
Doesn't matter. I'm about to blow up the universe.
What? Oh, she's like, wait, what? Wait, he didn't mention that part? That's relevant. She's like,
You probably want to get rid of those shoulder pads. They're really heavy, I'm sure.
Yeah. Alright. This looks to be a good fight.
What kind of a building even is this?
It's, you know, a building where you make planetium bombs. Like, like the one over on 4th Street.
I'm just looking at the architecture. It's not quite a warehouse. It's not quite a parking garage.
It's a building where you make planetium bombs. What, you've never seen one of those? I swear, there's one down on 4th Street.
Sweetheart?
Yeah?
The town we're living in doesn't have numbered streets.
Well, that's not my fault. Got a nice little extended, extended roll call here.
Yeah.
Even though we're short by 2 people. That was still 10 Ranger roll call. Well, okay, they're outside now. Sure, why not?
We go. 99 different octopus dishes.
That's a lot of octopus dishes. Takoyaki, octopus rice.
Tacos don't usually have octopus in them. See, that's funny because the word for octopus is taco.
That's funny. Ooh, little teleport away. Whoosh! Nice, and he's got the.
My favorite is taco soup. But I've never had the privilege of having takoyaki, and I would love to try it. I also just love taco sashimi.
This is some good teamwork going on here.
Taco sushi. With strapped to its little ball.
Yeah, Thieves style.
Black bit of
Oh, we're getting some power-ups going now. They're just throwing Q-Tom all over the place.
You know what makes me sad is that most Japanese restaurants will not sell you those.
Oh yeah, serpents to tie them up and then just rain down the Sagittarius.
Rice balls made out of that sushi rice with a little handle made out of. Because I guess nobody eats them here, but I would eat them because I just love the taste of sushi rice.
Legit. It will be as many times as it takes that you actually disappear from the universe.
Me disappear? That could never happen. I don't know, maybe we'll suck you through the frickin' black hole.
Maybe, I don't know.
You're not gonna leave, we're gonna get rid of you? Seriously, you don't need those shoulder pads, Dad.
They're stylish. Whoosh.
Whoa. I call this
Lightning
move the
storm.
Angry Pikachu.
Knock out his staff. I don't know how much that'll do. There we go.
It gives Lucky an opening is what it does.
Nice.
Yeah, but if he is in fact a Seraph, although, then again, you know, what happens in a lot of Japanese media is they take things out of Western theology and, you know...
After I went through the trouble of becoming a cyborg. Is that the end of Madako again? I won't give you the satisfaction of dying. Okay.
He dodged.
Yeah. But... what just happened?
That was his spirit.
Let's see. What? Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Okay. Whoa.
Whoa!
Madako got rid.
Giant Madako with a giant clear sarong.
Alright.
I think his dad's gonna go manually implement the black hole generator.
Yeah, probably. Hey, Kitamajin. Hey, Deathworm.
You know the Zord to make that, right?
Yeah, that's a combination of Shishi Voyager with the three parts of Argo. Someone needs to stay behind to activate it. Yeah, that's kind of how those work, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, you are a savior, and that's why they need you. He hasn't been able to. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not like he could go back and take his kingdom back at this time. He really should be able to do that, but the people are not going to accept him after what they suffered at the hands of Sandhim.
Yeah.
There will always be people who doubt that it was fake and who will want to try and still overthrow the king.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not only the best thing he can do as a father, it's the best thing he can do as a king.
Yeah.
Because he's also saving his people.
Yeah. Shame they don't have time for any form of remote detonation.
They're never doing these kind of plot lines. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to leave someone behind.
Yep.
Besides, remote detonation was exactly what that thing was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But now it's broken.
Yep.
It's the right choice, too. Like I said, as a father and as a king. If it was just a father and son thing, I could see it going either direction. But as a sovereign, he needs to act in the best interest of his kingdom. Which, as long as he's alive, he is the sovereign, not Lucky.
Right. Orion Battler.
Orion Battler is ridiculously expensive.
Oh yeah.
I looked at it on Amazon when I was shopping.
Right.
The first three are a reasonable price, but Orion's ridiculous.
I don't know why. It's not like it has that many.
I don't know. Maybe it has more like light up features or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe fewer of them were made. I don't know.
No, there's the last.
You know you can buy that on Amazon too.
Yeah.
That Qtama.
Nice.
That giant freaking Kyutama.
There we go.
It's like $25, but...
Big gun move. Big bang cannon.
But I didn't get you the Morpher, because I don't know if Power Rangers is going to use the Morpher.
Fair enough. I mean, they almost certainly will.
I don't know, they could do... I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that they...
Yeah, I know, like Ninja Steel is using a different Morpher.
And, Jungle Fury used a different Morpher.
True. But,
I mean, they did still use the Morphers as weapons, but...
I mean, the main thing with the Morphers here is just that they appear so much in the action footage that I feel like they can't really dodge it.
Wow, they actually really cast Young Lucky very well.
Yeah.
That fade from face to face is like, wow.
Well, I mean, it does help that it is heavily, kind of get the Gaussian blur, whatever it's called.
I mean, a little, but
Whoosh.
also the kid was just well cast.
There goes Planet Southern Cross.
If this is not the end of the series,
Well,
what comes next?
They have not finished Don Armage. He can't be done.
Ah!
Yeah. They still haven't figured out how to defeat Don Armage. They destroyed the body of his, but they've been doing that all along.
Well, they also destroyed his end game, which puts him back significantly.
Yeah. But it probably has also made him all that much, more ruthless in dealing with them in the future.
No, she's right. He's like, I couldn't save my dad, but you did save your dad. And then your dad sacrificed himself, which was a totally separate act, which he would not have had the opportunity to do had you not given him his agency back.
Yeah.
That too.
Now he's got to avenge his father. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I figured they were going to have to acknowledge it at some point. There's a holiday called Christmas on Earth.
Kotaro told me all about it.
Nice. That's cute.
Christmas can be a bittersweet time.
There we go. He's lucky he has good friends.
Ryu, come on. What? It's a Santa Kyutama?
Christmas Kyutama. What's this gonna do? Now they all get crazy Christmas outfits.
Why is he a turkey?
I don't know.
I remember now.
There we go. Hello, Ranger, Ranger, Kyuranger, oh Kyuranger. 3, 2, 1, oh Q, boom, boom.
Oh hi, oh Oshitama, Oshitama. There's just the one Kyutama in the lower left. There's usually 2 of them. There's just the Christmas Kyutama.
The lucky, lucky Kyutama. 3, 2, 1, oh Q, boo, boo. Q, Tama, 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 Q, Cutie, Badu, 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 Badu. Q, Tama, 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 Q, Cutie, Badu, 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 Badu. 3, 2, 1, oh Q. Q, Tama, 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 Q, Cutie, Badu, 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 Q, Tama, 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 Q, Cutie, Badu, 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 Badu. Nice. One more
One more
time.
time.
Ready? And Merry Christmas.
Okay, so the turkey
I
thing
like
actually...
Champ's reindeer antlers.
I didn't make sense out of it myself. Hannah's
Plant-
exploding
oh,
one after
my.
the other. Uh-oh.
Nice. Look at all those power-ups. Don Armage's identity. So we get to finally find out what his gift... And Pega's coming back! After all this time.
I thought we were... That's his real identity! Don Armage
is Mr. Pega! It makes so much sense! After all this time.
Okay, so the turkey thing actually does make sense after I thought about it for just a second, because I remembered that, just as I was saying before about the Western religions being interpreted weirdly in Japan, they have different Christmas traditions than we do, and...
Yeah. Well, a Christmas turkey is not that unusual.
Well, that's where it gets a little weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's not a turkey, that's a chicken.
Okay.
Because we do turkeys, and...
Christmas chicken is not that unusual. An oven
It is
roaster.
when you think about how they usually have their Christmas chicken.
They do the fried chicken, don't they?
Yes, it has become very
That's
popular
right.
to have KFC for Christmas dinner.
Which is that's such a weird one.
Because
I
apparently
forgot about that.
it's the closest easily available substitute for turkey. Because remember, turkey is a bird that's indigenous to the United States.
That's a good point. But still, do they not have... They have chickens there, though.
Presumably, yes.
So why fried?
Due to a marketing campaign by KFC.
KFC, they pulled a clever move
yeah, they
there.
were like, hey,
sneaky.
you can't get turkey, but you know what you can have? KFC. It's not just chicken, it's American chicken.
So,
They also have cakes for Christmas, which we don't.
That's true.
Then you have the phenomenon of a Christmas cake.
Yeah, the Christmas cake.
Which is a woman who's over the age of 25 and still not married.
Yeah, well, that's a bit of a British thing, too, isn't it? Isn't a Christmas cake often a...
I don't know. I just remember that it's definitely Japanese, and that's where the term for an unwed 26-year-old woman comes from, because no one wants a Christmas cake after Christmas.
Right.
Well, I, for one, would gladly buy a Christmas cake after Christmas, because it's probably 50% off.
Yeah.
This is when you go shopping.
Yep. So, yeah, this whole Planetium universe bombs storyline definitely definitely ended up feeling a little contrived throughout.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, okay, so just so happens that as soon as they happen to finally get to their hideout, there's a Planetium bomb that's getting ready to destroy the universe. Because they didn't go there originally to stop the Planetium bomb. They went there and found out there was a Planetium bomb.
See? I am not kidding.
Yeah.
About the
Yeah, you've told me about that before. I'd forgotten about it.
3.6 million Japanese families treat themselves to KFC in a nationwide tradition.
But yeah, just they happened to break into Planet Southern Cross just as as they were completing work on the Planetium bomb. Definitely feels a little weird, a little contrived. Unless he started to trigger it because they were there, but even so, that whole storyline plus just Lucky's dad being there, like they were maxing up the drama. There was between the father, the universe, and all that.
Americans being very confused. If you brought Kentucky Fried Chicken to my Christmas dinner, honestly, I'd be mad at you.
Yeah. Now you're making me kind of want some KFC.
Well, you'd have to drive all the way to the nearby larger city to get some, because we don't have any in this town.
Yeah.
We used to have one. It got replaced by a men's suit warehouse. They knocked it completely down.
Fair enough.
Over by the...
yeah, no, I know where you're talking.
Over by the drugstore.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been replaced by the Walgreens. The men's suit warehouse may have already been there.
Maybe.
Regardless.
Yeah, I think that might have been what happened. I know the Walgreens is.
But the KFC is gone. There's no KFC.
But yes, I'm looking forward to finding out what the deal is with Don Armage once and for all.
If you go to a small college town, you can get Popeyes.
That's true. It's not exactly a small college town.
No, I'm just trying not to name the actual places.
I know where you're
Although, there is actually a KFC right by where I work in the bigger city.
Fair enough. But,
so if you really want it one day, ask me and I'll bring it home from work.
Fair enough. But, yeah, it does look like we are finally getting the truth of Don Armage. And it's,
6 wings. That's just kind of making me real psyched. I'm going to be talking to my friend about that all day. They don't really care about Power Rangers or Sentai or anything else. But when I tell them that it's 6 gray wings, they're going to flip.
Yeah, he does seem to be some sort of seraphim. Seems to be what they're implying.
They're definitely drawing on Western religious things, but probably it won't be anything that we expect. In the same way that when they have an anime full of nuns, they don't act the way you expect nuns to act.
Right.
Because they do the same thing to our cultural traditions that we do to theirs when we make media out of them, and that is completely frickin' bastardize them.
Trying to decide if I want to count that or not.
That is not a swear word.
That is fair.
That is an actual terminology.
That is fair.
If I had just said the front half, yeah, but...
Yeah, I know, that's one of the things.
I mean, that's just kind of like, I had a,
Alright, I'll let it
I had a
slide,
website censor a phrase I was saying, because if you took the end of one word and the beginning of the other word, it made a swear in French.
That's hilarious.
And it wasn't even a French website, and it just censored out the end of one word and the beginning of the other and made the sentence make no sense.
Yeah.
It was the French word for poo.
I guess with all the,
You know, the one you say to ballet dancers before.
Yeah, I know what you mean now.
Not even a French website.
But I guess it never really occurred to me that Don Armage might have some, religious origins.
Me neither. Not until just now.
Just because this
But as soon as I saw 6 wings, that just clicked into my head. But once again, they could just be borrowing the iconography, a la Evangelion, which really had very little to do with actual Western religion, but was cribbing for both Christianity and Kabbalah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this has been, it's been all space-themed, and we haven't really had any references to, Christianity or any major religions, to my knowledge, really.
As far as I understand, these seraphim are from the Old Testament, which would make them...
Although, actually, I say that, but then again, this was the first one to acknowledge Christmas, so there we get our 2 Christian references in one episode.
Well, as I was saying, seraphim, I believe, are both Christianity and Judaism.
That's true.
Because they're old school. They're because remember, the whole reason that 6 wings is the thing they talk about so much is that the remainder of the seraph in question is essentially an eldritch abomination which defies description.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what Old Testament angels were, or Torah
Yeah,
angels.
you got something...
Fiery wheels.
Yeah, the fiery wheels and things.
All kinds of creepy
Lions'
things.
heads and what have you.
Yeah.
Pretty messed up.
Those little cherubim you see in churches are totally not how
they're probably included in Islam as well.
Wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know for sure.
Just
I know
by
the
virtue
reason,
of
for
also
example,
being an Abrahamic faith.
That my friend, who was going to go nuts over 6 wings, she's Jewish and she is definitely not cribbing from Christianity.
But yeah,
she's going from her own text.
It is amusing that the Christmas episode is where they...
Suddenly 6 wings.
Where they imply the main villain has been an angel this whole time. Or whatever he is.
Well, if he is an angel, he's not the good kind of angel. Was Lucifer a seraphim before he fell?
I do not remember.
Neither do I.
I don't know.
Because pretty much all of the, because I was raised Catholic, so I remember a lot of things, but pretty much the most things I remember about creepy things like Eldritch Abomination, early New Testament, early New Testament, early
Old Testament.
Old Testament stuff was from the Catholicism would call it Apocrypha, which are Bible stories of tenuous veracity.
Right.
Which isn't to say that any religion's stories aren't already of tenuous veracity, because they're not provable, you have to take them on faith, but that these ones are considered by the church to be of tenuous veracity, whereas they take what's in the main Bible as truth. And so Lucifer and Lucifer being part of the regular set of things, I don't actually know very much. Although the lion head thing has an awful lot to do with the Nephilim, which is totally apocrypha.
Yeah.
There was even an X-Files episode about it.
Now, Nephilim, isn't that one the half-angel, like half-human or something?
Yeah, the angels had children Nephilim, with humans, and...
Honestly, that term I mostly remember because I used to watch Supernatural.
Yeah, there would probably be Nephilim in that, considering they have angels that just kind of walk around. Yeah. Like, if Castiel got, some lady pregnant, the result would probably be a Nephilim.
Well, the idea with angels in that show is that they inhabit human hosts, because their actual forms don't work like normal forms.
You mean because they're actually eldritch abominations?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
The demons, too. Demons and angels just inhabit humans all over the place, because that's the only way they can, interact with us without our heads exploding.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, the whole reason that Metatron exists is that apparently if we were to hear the actual voice of God, our heads would explode. Right. Metatron being the voice of God.
Not to be confused with the leader of the Decepticons.
That's Megatron.
That's why I said not to be confused with the leader of the Decepticons.
And I come at most of this, being an atheist from now, I was raised Catholic, but I'm an atheist now, from a purely academic viewpoint. I'm not necessarily espousing any of the things that I'm saying. I'm just saying that these are the way that it's been, No. If you go to read about the religions, this is what they will tell you about them. Yep. Although it's funny because, for example, there's a surprising amount of accuracy in Dogma, of all things.
Oh, yeah, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know they did a lot of references to a lot of...
Which, for example, is why Alanis Morissette God does not speak.
Yeah. Well, she does. And then Matt Damon's head explodes.
Does not speak to our primary character, because if she did...
Sorry for spoilers on... Dogma from, 1998.
I forgot about that point, to be honest. But she does not speak to Jay and Silent Bob because she doesn't want to explode their heads. Right. Alan Rickman is an angel. Yeah. Not here to molest you. I have the anatomy of a Ken doll.
Yeah. But yeah, he was Metatron.
Yes, he was. They can't
oddly enough,
your head would explode.
Oddly enough, who's Metatron on Supernatural?
Who is Metatron on Supernatural?
The guy who played Booger in Return of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, getting back to Kyuranger, the implications if Don Armage is in fact in any way cribbed from Abrahamic religion as a six-winged eldritch abomination are very interesting because... Either that means that they have cribbed the seraph without cribbing any of the rest of Christianity, or that we've got an evil angel on our hands. Yeah. Which could be very interesting, plot-wise, because that brings you back to the whole Lucifer thing, where, he would have fallen from grace.
Well, the other question is why he revealed himself to Tsurugi. He seems to have an interesting relationship with Tsurugi, and I don't think Tsurugi understands... I think he understands something now, but he's not telling yet.
Well, I think to some degree they may be, if they are cribbing from Abrahamic religion, going for some sort of a messianic angle with Tsurugi, because he was...
Well, yeah, he is kind of the Return of the King kind of thing.
Yeah, he was frozen, but, you'd think dead, and then he came back.
They do use the term savior a lot in this show.
Yeah, they do.
So maybe there's more Christianity involved in this than we realize.
I wouldn't say, as I said, that it would be actual
faiths.
Religions. It would be stuff that is cribbed from them without proper context. Just like we do terrible things to Eastern religions, where we crib from them and we don't provide proper context, and then you have a bunch of hippies who think they know things that they don't.
Yeah, that's a thing. But
using terminologies from, religions they don't practice and haven't studied. And that would be the same thing going on here, is that in all likelihood the people who are cribbing from Western religions don't practice them and haven't studied them.
Right.
So we would be unable to use those religions to predict the course of the story.
Right.
Because they're not going to act the way we expect them to.
I'm just wondering if there may have been other references that we've overlooked. Well, I mean, actually, come to think of it, we did have Lion Jesus. So.
Yeah, we had Aslan, which is, I kept mentioning that, because Aslan is...
Yeah, he's Lion Jesus.
Right, because... What was his face?
C.S. Lewis?
C.S. Lewis was absolutely cribbing from the Bible. Now, he, on the other hand, did practice the religion.
Yeah.
So, his characters...
There's so many biblical themes in the Chronicles.
And so,
of
if you
Narnia.
Understand Bible stories, you can actually predict some of the plot in that.
Yeah.
You can't do that with this from what we've seen, because Aslan, the Jesus lion, was ported into dad who might be evil. But then he did give his life to save his people.
He's like an inverted Jesus almost.
Uh-huh.
He gave his life to save his son. He was the father who
Right. Well, Jesus didn't give his life to save God. He gave his
Well, he gave his life to save the universe, but
no, just humans.
The humans. We were considering ourselves the center of the universe at the time. But yeah, he sacrificed himself to save humanity.
Yeah.
In this case, it was the father instead of the son.
Right. The father was doing the sacrificing instead of the son, but also the father spent a period of time being evil, which totally does not happen to Jesus at all in the Bible. He is entirely not evil.
Right.
He is good. He is 120% good.
But yeah, a thought came and went. But it occurs to me that Aslan, they're a little bit of a better dad than God was, in that he's like, look, hey son, just die for humanity's sins, you'll be good. But no, but Aslan's like, you know what?
I'll do the dying.
I'll do the dying. I mean, I know there's the whole Holy Trinity thing, but you get the idea. I'm being facetious.
Facetious, I understand.
Yeah, we keep, I feel like the last few, several of these last few episodes, we just end up
on tangents.
Well, not just we've always gone on tangents, but now
really deep ones.
But now we've started going on topics that we never discuss on this channel.
Like baseball and religion.
Baseball and religion. And I mean, last week we did get into a pretty
of astrophysics, but we have done astrophysics once or twice before.
Yeah.
Why is Ryu Voyager holding on to the chameleon Kyutama?
Because I just popped it there. No particular reason.
He's got these little grippy hands, so when he is the dragon, he can hold the Kyutama like he's supposed to.
Yeah, like on the show. But when it's all transformed, the little grippy hands area is just on the back of his leg.
Stick an extra Kyutama on the back of the...
You got a little secret Kyutama storage. And I just popped Hammies there just for no reason.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why are you
doing
doing that?
I popped off.
I'm just interested to see where they're going to go with this, because it opens up an avenue of Japanese media that we have seen before but haven't seen hinted at in this show, which is imparting mysticism by cribbing from Western religion.
Yeah.
They're going for not just science fiction, but a fantasy element once you start bringing that sort of thing in. I
mean, the Kyutama themselves have been heavily tied into destiny and fantasy throughout, with them being chosen ones, saviors. Mm-hmm. So it's been a science fantasy. Yeah, but this has almost
been more like Greek mythology because of the nature of the constellations.
Right.
So I've been thinking, and they have the Argo, and I'm thinking more of Odysseus and things like that, which is a whole
it ties
set
into
of Western religions to crib
into a myth. It does tie into some mythologies. Just this is a type of mythology that hasn't really been delving into.
That's what I said, a whole other realm of Western religions. I mean, because you could also go into the Greco-Roman sort of things, or you could go into the Norse sort of things.
I do wonder a little bit, with the whole theme of them being saviors, if we're going to be looking at some major sacrifices in the end.
This could wind up being semi-messianic. I mean, his father just started the ball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't know who... We don't know who might end up surviving this series in the end, because, I mean, it's... if
anybody else is going out...
We lost Orion.
I strongly suspect that if anyone else goes out, it might be Rio Commander.
Yeah, or Tsurugi.
I think I'm relatively certain that Kotaro's going to make it.
Yeah.
He is hopefully protected by infinite immortality.
Yeah. And I would... And, honestly, I'd
be very surprised if Lucky dies.
Yeah, I wouldn't have slated Lucky for safe up until he was revealed to be royalty, and now that he's a king, and his father has sacrificed himself for Lucky's gonna go on to be, king of his planet. He kind of has to survive now.
Right. Lucky and Kotaro are the two that are probably going to live.
And I mean, Champ's already been destroyed once. Who knows if he might go again? But I think we're the most likely.
I think if Champ does go down,
Tsurugi
he's going to go down hand in hand with Scorpio. I mean, with Stinger.
Yeah.
As brothers.
Yeah.
Once again, also, I don't think we're likely to see Balancer Naga go without the other one.
Yeah.
Like, these two are going to be going together.
It's one of those things where we'll either lose like one or two, or we're just going to lose like a ton.
Yeah. Is this going to be, or
we might not lose anybody.
Is this going to be Return of the Jedi or Rogue One?
But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing the end game. The plot developments have been getting kind of contrived lately, which has been hurting things a bit. They've been interesting developments, but they definitely are very contrived in terms of timing and placements and everything.
Fair enough.
Just everything with regards to Southern Cross, since they got there.
Well, they're done with the Southern Cross arc now, because it looks like we're moving on into the greater universe and the end game for finally defeating Don Armage, or at the very least finding some way to seal this evil in a can.
Yeah, which would be still defeating him.
Yeah. But sealed even like can always has that sequel hook entailed.
But yeah, I think we only have like I think we're down to maybe 4 or 5 episodes.
I think we're down to 4 or 5 minutes.
Minutes? Oh.
You said we had less than an hour on the tape.
Yeah. I'm saying I think there's 4 or I forget which.
We are headed into the end game at this point.
Because the next Sentai is starting in February.
I can't wait.
I don't know if we get a week off anywhere in between now and then.
Have you showed me any of the...
No, I have not.
Okay, so it's going to be just like this one, where I get to see them when we see the premiere.
Yeah, but I mean, I showed you pictures of Kyuranger before this.
You showed me a couple of pictures of the suits.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the... The pictures did not do the suits justice either, because I couldn't tell that the things had
the level of detail?
Oh my god, sparkly. The sparkly Starfields.
The designs in this series are excellent, I think.
Yeah.
I think I will admit, I was commenting on this the other day with the Zords. One thing I find is funny is that with all these different trails, you got thousands of combinations of these guys. None of them have a hand.
This is another thing, is that
none of these Voyagers
remember
turns
the beginning
into
of this where I was actually kind of disappointed with this show?
Yeah, and now you're really into it.
Yeah. So it definitely grew on me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be sad to see it leave.
Well, I really like the first episode, and then there's been ebb and flow. And but they get you in the feels with all these characters.
Yeah, they do.
Which is tricky when you have that.
Except Hami and Spada.
Who we just feel bad for because they don't get
enough plot.
They don't get enough focus. Alright. So, I guess, until next time, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. I got sucked into a black hole. Now I'm out.